Welcome and hello. This is a support video in HEC ResSim, and in this video, I'm going to be addressing loading shapefiles for stream alignments. One of my viewers wrote in asking about how to load a shapefile. They sent me the shapefile and mentioned it's SI system GMT +7 time zone. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. What I have is my ResSim. I have 3.3 up, but I know 3.5 is also out and available. I'm going to just go ahead and start by selecting the watershed setup and then go up to File, New Watershed. I'm going to call this port 9, select the location, project, okay, right here, open, and then SI units and the time zone. It's really inconsequential. So let's just select whatever and okay. All right, and okay. Here is my project directory right here, support 9. So I'm going to go ahead and just move the shape files that I was sent into this directory. Okay, first I'm going to create a new directory. I'll just call this shapefiles. And then inside that, I have them on my clipboard already. So I'm just going to paste them in. Here we go, .shp. That looks good. Now, what you might be tempted to do is just go to watershed, import stream alignment. But you're probably going to get this message that says there's no arc line shape file layers available, cannot import. So, okay. Now, this is version 3.3, so you might have a little lock icon, but if you have a newer version 3.5, you won't have this lock icon. So what you want to do is go to View and then Layers, and then in the Layers dialog box, Edit, Allow Layer Editing. Now, for version 3.3, there's a few different editing locks involved. If you're using version 3.5 or more recent, you may not have to deal with this, but allow layer editing, because if you don't, when you come to maps, you can't add a layer. Okay, so make sure to go edit, allow layer editing, and then from the maps menu, add map layer. So let's navigate to that map layer. It started me off in the project directory maps subdirectory. So I went up a layer. Here's my shapefiles directory. Here's my .shp file. Click OK, and then boom, there it is. Okay. I don't see it on the map. That's a little concerning. Let me click on watershed and then import stream alignment. Okay, so it's loaded here. And then at the bottom, yeah, so it's grayed out. There must be something wrong with this shapefile. I'm not a shapefile expert. I'm not going to pretend to be. But what I'm going to do is import it into QGIS and then export it to make sure that it's Esri friendly, which may be able to fix some of the problems that were causing it to not load here in my ResSim. All right, so I'm going to fire up my QGIS, and then I'm going to bring the shapefile over, just drag it into the menu item. Okay, that's a good sign. We actually have a shapefile that appeared. I'm not going to create a project or mess with the projection or do anything fancy. I'm just trying to get this line into ResSim. So I'm going to right-click on that layer, export, save feature as, and then the format will be Esri shapefile. That's correct. And now I want to navigate to a new location I want this shapefile to be exported to. So we're just sort of using QGIS to sort of sanitize and clean up the shapefile. Here's the project directory, or no, here's the project directory. And then boom, shapefiles. Here's the first one. And I'll rename this stream alignment updated. Okay, sure. .shp. And it's in my shapefiles directory. Wherever you want to put it is fine. And click OK. Okay, that's been generated. I saw it pop up on my other monitor, so the files have been loaded. It looks like it loaded a few more files, so there's actually 5 files here, but as long as there's the .shp, I'm hopeful that this should work. So we don't need QGIS anymore. We don't care about that. Let's go and basically perform the same steps we did the first time. So a little bit of learning by repetition here. Map layers, and then edit, allow editing, maps, add map layer. Okay, as before, I'm going to go up a level into shapefiles, click on the stream alignment updated.shp, click OK. Okay, there it is. So we can see it there in the background. So that's just a background image. If I actually want to bring it in as a stream alignment, I can then click on watershed now, import stream alignments, and then, okay, cool. So here is the stream alignment. Go ahead and make that selection, and then boom, the import button is now enabled at the bottom of this dialog. Go ahead and click that. It says it's successful. Click OK. And there we go. There's the stream alignment. And if you don't want this grid view, you can just go view and then uncheck that grid lines view. All right. Well, hopefully this was helpful. It was a quick support video on how to load a shapefile into your ResSim to act as your stream alignment.